Events manager from Star City, pointing out that most 43 land decks aren't 43 lands
37.
anymore. But you know what?
Again, that's probably the 43 land decks running 37 land result of public school education.
Well, I mean, the 43 land deck originally had 43 land. Then they cut a land, went to 42 land. Then they had Mox Diamond, so then it went to 38 land. That's about where they are right now.
Yeah. Pretty soon it'll be a 22 land deck with Jackal Pup, Lightning Bolt, and Fire Blast.
And we got some Magic the Gathering going on here. AJ leads with Flooded Strand.
Right, bringing us back into where we're supposed to be.
Thanks, Dad.
Are we going to blindly hit on the Cabal Therapy?
And he names Brainstorm, targeting AJ. We see Counterbalance. Where does Aladdin Tutor? Jace.
Is it right to name Brainstorm there?
I think if you have Brainstorm, you cast Brainstorm.
Yeah, aren't you cracking it and casting the Brainstorm in response?
Yeah, because Brainstorm is like the perfect counter to any Durez, Thoughtseize, Cabal Therapy. You hide all your good stuff.
You hide whatever you want.
There is a very high level play there on the behalf of AJ to say, if I have Brainstorm and he knows and he thinks I have Brainstorm, clearly I would cast it in response, so I can bluff not having it by not casting it, forcing my opponent to then double second guess me and name the Brainstorm.
But if the opponent knows that AJ knows that he can bluff the.
So did we have a double bluff there and he actually just got blown out, or was that just a mistake?
I think any even number of bluffs could have happened.
Yes.
0 to
Infi
times 2
it's,
to make sure it's even.
It's hard to tell sitting here. You don't want to not give a player enough credit, but when it's not, you know, LSV or Patrick Chapin sitting there, it's hard to know whether they're at high enough level of strategic thinking to come up with that play.
Justin's yard has Golgari Troll.
There's a counterbalance and counterbalance. The counterbalance this early could be
Dread Return.
It's actually pretty good because a lot of the Plan B threats that the dredge deck has are 1 and 2 drops.
That's true. If you're looking for a great how-to and just some general tips on how to play Dredge, I would encourage you to check out the articles Max McCall has written on the Legacy Dredge deck. They're on StarCityGames.com. He does some very, very fascinating analysis.
Is that Sphinx of the Steel Wind?
Yes, that is.
There's a Sphinx of the Steel Wind. All right, he's going to go for the Exhume, I think.
Also has a Reanimate in hand.
Do you think it's better to use the Reanimate there so you don't get dazed?
I think so. It makes sense.
But AG's removal is going to be Swords to Plowshares, right?
Yep.
That is true. So he's going to Brainstorm, I think. Doesn't he have a Brainstorm?
No, he cracked a fetch.
Or is he going to Enlighten Tutor for
Enlighten Tutor for top or something?
I think it's all mood. He's got a Swords.
Or I need a 2-caster.
He's got a Swords in his hand.
He might just Enlighten Tutor for
Counterbalance.
Yeah, there's already Counterbalance in play.
Yeah, but he gets the 2-drop to counter the Exhume.
Or one of his Stop Their Foundry combos.
Oh, Wheel of Sun and Moon's a pretty sick card.
Or that.
or we could kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there's still a Sphinx of the Steel Wind in the graveyard, but that one's handleable.
AJ's got swords in his hand, so that Sphinx is not going to have a big impact on this game. At some point, I think we might see the Dredge player gain 6 life. But I don't think double healing salve is his plan.
Well, Sphinx of the Steel Wind does have life. It's a 6 power, right?
Sure, but I'm pretty sure it's getting swords when that thing hits.
You are psychic.
Why would you think that?
Yeah, it's a very good play. Getting a Tundra, dual lands, one of the critical elements that defines the Legacy format. Dual lands once so defined the extended format that Wizards actually gave them a special rider for a few seasons to be the only cards from Revise that were allowed to see extended play.
I think it's the last time really tried to play extended.
Yeah, that Wheel of Sun and Moon is enchanting Justin, in case you were wondering.
Yep.
Delta crack by Justin.
He's just going to get that delta right back. Maybe he'll draw it again. Thanks to the Wheel of Sun and Moon, it goes right to the bottom before he searches for the other land.
So Sheldon, if a card is discarded while that player is enchanted by a Wheel of Sun and Moon, does the opponent get to see that card before it goes on bottom?
I'd have to read the Oracle text of Wheel of Sun and Moon and see.
It's a replacement effect on it going to the graveyard. I don't know I don't have the exact text. We might be able to get it up on this computer if we really wanted to. Or we could always go to DCIFamily.org/AskTheJudge.
That'd be a great question to ask there.
That's true. You can use Gatherer, the Wizards card search engine. You can even check it out on StarCityGames.com. Their card database also has the Oracle text for most cards.
It sure does.
Yep.
And it's got the original Ask the Judge archives, as a matter of fact.
That is true.
Although Wheel of Sun and Moon probably not in the original Ask the Judge archives.
It may have snuck in there right at the end. Sheldon Menry, of course, wrote on the Ask the Judge for many, many years.
Zoom.
Maybe it just seemed like many years. I don't remember.
It was many years.
Yeah.
So Exhume resolves because AJ already has Swords of Plowshare, and he looks just to make sure that white is not one of the colors it has protection from.
Little awkward after you say it resolves, though. Instead of taking that free flip with the counterbalance.
He also has Jace. He's like, well, maybe I could just use Jace then.
Sending it back to the hand would be pretty devastating too, and you gain some board position.
Yep.
But I think that play would have required there also being a land, just in case.
And the answer to your question, Rashad, is yes, it is revealed. Because that's what Wheel of Sun and Moon says.
Oh, it says reveal?
Yeah, the card is revealed.
Well, that's easy. I didn't
put
know.
on the bottom of the player's library.
Fine. I guess that was an easy one.
We'll think of a trickier one next time.
RTFC, read the friendly card.
Does anyone here know what Caracas does?
I do.
You might be the only one.
It makes white mana.
That's true.
Yep, so Jace, the Mind Sculptor, does come into play, and it returns the Sphinx to Justin's hand.
Yeah, Justin's in a pretty tight spot here. He's looking at active Jace, active Counterbalance, active Wheel and Sun and Moon.
This deck of AJ gets a lot of active one-ofs in play, and usually ends up with 0 cards in hand, but 5 draw step affecting permanents in play.
Yeah. It's really tough to imagine how Justin's going to get out of this.
Well, there's a 1-2. Tick-tock.
There's the plan now.
Does AJ not have 3 drops, or is he just unwilling to reveal a card? Or had he set up his draw step with Brainstorm there? Because that's the second turn in a row he hasn't flipped for Counterbalance.
Well, the Brainstorm was already on top. He already flipped to counter the... there's something he countered with it.
The Exhume. The first Exhume.
A Brainstorm.
Well, it was a Brainstorm. We saw the Brainstorm off of Counterbalance, so we knew it was a 1 on top.
And AJ has the top now.
But there are 3s in the deck. There's at least 1 Crucible and an Oblivion Ring.
If you set up those draw steps, then that's... I mean, clearly AJ knows what's up, but you definitely see that happening quite a bit. Players will resolve Counterbalance in this Legacy format and just forget that you just get to flip, even if you don't have the Divining Top on the battlefield.
So Splasher gets rid of that pesky imp.
This one looks like it's going down for AJ, so I'm going to cut out of here and cut some video for you guys so we can have that up for everyone to watch. And look for the Deck Tech with Charles Gindy coming to you soon on StarCityGames.com.
Thanks, Bill Stark at StarCityGames.com. Would you like a exit thank you also, or do you like to say thanks?
Are you throwing me out?
No. I am not throwing you out.
Wow, it sounded a lot like that.
Really?
Wow, wow.
Like GTFO, old man.
Wow.
I mean, I would sing the Dinosaur song. I mean, are you familiar with Kesha with the $?
Can't say that I am.
That's probably a good thing. But you are welcome to stay as long as you like.
I think I'm going to cut out of here soon too.
Oh.
To start making the long trek back to Tampa.